Hello everybody, welcome to Mark's Remarks. Now today for my dinner I'm going to be making a couple of burgers. I'm going to be using burgers that I've never even heard of before actually. I was just looking in the co-op for something new, and part of the irresistible range is smoky and sweet hog roast and apple oh jeez, excuse me. I'll start it again. Hog roast and apple burgers. Select cuts of outdoor bred British pork with smoky, slow-cooked pork and bramley apple pieces. There we go. So I'm going to be trying this in a Warburton's bun. There we are. You've seen these before. With the usual gherkin, tomato, maybe a bit of cheese, bit of lettuce, basically whatever I can cram into the bun. Okay, right, I'm going to be cooking it on the George Foreman grill. Okay, it's been heating for the last few minutes. I can feel the heat coming off it right now. So, it seems to be hot enough. So, I'm going to put one burger. I'm going to do one at a time. Okay. There you go. Alright, so I don't know how long that'll take, but 5+ minutes. So while that's cooking, I'm going to be arranging the other filling of, the tomato and gherkins. There you go, usual thing. Slice the tomato up into thin slices. I want to cut them. Well, yeah, they're not too thin, but trying to do them as thin as I can because I want to maybe spread this tomato over 2 burgers. And if I make the slices too thick, I mean it's going to be hard to fit other stuff into it. You know, like the gherkin, the cheese, the lettuce. So if I do them thin, I can get a little bit of everything in there. Okay, gherkin, I'm going to be cutting them, rather than cutting them at an angle, which I normally would do, I'm going to slice them into little circles, little coin shapes if you like. There you go, not too thick. If I do thin ones, I can spread them out a little bit better. There you have it. Oh, lose that. There you go. As you can see, a lot of gherkin, and done very thin. Next step, I'm going to take one of the Warburton's Warburton's buns. Okay, and for this particular burger, I'm going to do I'm going to melt the cheese on the bun. So that means my old favourite, the co-op sliced cheese. Now, I've got the grill on at the moment, so it's warming up. There you go, there's one slice. So, just a few moments before the burger is done, I'll put the 2 slices here under the grill so they can melt. And it's gonna be, yeah, because this is really good cheese when melted, better than any other cheese. You get a block of cheese, I've melted those, they're not as good, but my favourite. And just because I can, I'm gonna put a little bit of lettuce in here. Now I've washed this. Now I'm not sure lettuce is normally goes with burgers, but because I can, I'm just going to put it in anyway. Okay, so I've cut it lengthways, cut it sideways, so it's all like sort of, shredded as such. Right, let's go check on the meat. Okay, seems a little bit dark over there, which is, well, darker than I expected. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try butterflying this burger. Now, you've seen me do this before with, say, you know, the chicken fillet. Because it's very dark on the outside, I'm going to attempt to butterfly the burger, which means cutting it down the centre into 2 halves, which, there you go, that's quite successful. Aside from the darkness of the outside, which, I mean, looking at the screen, I'm looking at the screen right there, and it does look pretty black, which it is, but nothing that I can't deal with. Okay, so I'm not going to put the lid... Oh, let me show you what I've done there. I've put them face down. So instead of putting the lid top down, I'm just going to lay these flat on the grill. Speaking of grill, I'm going to put these underneath under the grill for a few moments, see if we can melt this cheese. Okay, cheese is nicely melted. Now's the time to add the other ingredients to it. The tomato and everything else. Okay, so we'll start with a little bit of lettuce. A little bit of lettuce at the bottom. A little bit of gherkin. Some tomato. Now, and then we'll go for one of the 2 pieces of burger. Okay. Now, bit more tomato, bit of gherkin, bit of tomato. It's going to be like a double-decker burger, which wasn't my initial plan. And there's the other half. You remember butterflied this earlier? It's very dark on the outside, a little bit lighter on the inside, but I've got a feeling it should be okay. Now, the other piece of toasted melted cheese on the top, and there you have it. Now that looks pretty succulent burger there. Yeah. Now I've been watching some Gordon Ramsay videos recently, and this looks a lot better than the stuff that them restaurants are serving up. Let me tell you. All right, let's give it a work this out. Let's give it a taste test. There you have it. Now this is one thick burger. It looks really good. Now, I was going to cut it in half, but I don't think I will. Actually, I don't even know how I'm going to like this. Interesting. The meat is an unusual flavour. It's hog roast and apple burgers is what they are. It doesn't taste like regular. I mean, because it's, you know, it's roast. It's not beef. But yeah, definitely the meat definitely tastes different. The rest of the ingredients are making it taste really good as well. The gherkin and the tomato. I must admit, like I say, it tastes different because it is different. It's a different meat and it's got apple in it. It's got apple pieces, I think. Select cuts about saw British pork and slow roast pork and Bramley apple pieces. Yeah, I think given the choice, personally I prefer a regular beef burger, you know. But for something different, which is, you know, it's quite okay. Yeah. Doesn't taste bad at all, it just tastes a bit strange. But that's what it's all about. trying different, you know, when a different food comes out in the market, like hog roast and apple burgers, why not give it a try? You know, that's what we need in this country, a bit more variety. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like I say, given the choice, I think I prefer a beef burger. It's just it's a very different flavour than what we're used to. Anyway, but all in all, not bad. It worked okay, but I had to butterfly it though because while it seemed cooked on the inside that you saw, for some reason it's very dark on the outside. I don't understand that. That's not happened before with any other. It's not been that dark. But butterflied it, turned into a double decker burger, which turned out to be a bit of a bonus. You can't see from that angle, but there's quite a bit of juice. You know, a few drops of juice coming. I can, you know, yeah, there you go. A few drops of juice coming from the burger. I don't know why that, you know, but yeah, it's come down on the plate. Anyway, but if you want something different, it's actually quite, you know, it's edible. It's just different than beef because this isn't beef, but quite nice. Okay, that's about that. You know, if you like that, let me know. If there's any other burgers that you've seen on the market other than beef, you know, something as different as this, like hog roast and apple burgers, something, you know, let me know. And if I can find it, I'll go out. I'll try and buy it and cook it up. And that's that. Thank you everybody for watching, and let me know what you think. Bye bye.